Hello everyone and welcome to Practice Makes Pros. So this video is a couple of days late because it is baseball and softball season and I work at a Subway right beside the park where they hold most of the tournaments and games. And so we stay pretty busy with everyone coming and going to that park, and so they all stop in at Subway because it's the closest restaurant. So I haven't had really any time to film this week until now, my day off. So that's why it's a couple of days late, but better late than never. Here we go. So in her video on Wednesday, Allie mentioned that she had lost the list of topics, and so she just kind of talked about something that she felt needed to be addressed, and then was hoping that I would get us back on track with my video. But that's not what's going to happen. I have a topic that I really wanted to talk about as far as creating characters, and so I'm going to step away from the planned topic and talk about this instead. Sorry you guys, when Joe's video goes up tomorrow, maybe she will talk about the planned topic, or maybe she'll have another topic she wants to talk about. It'll be interesting to have 3 different topics this week, I think. So, the topic that I wanted to talk about is creating characters like yourself. Now, this is something that is very important to me as a writer, but also as an actor. One of the hardest things for an actor is to portray a character like themselves. It's really difficult to play a character and be that honest to the audience, even if the audience doesn't know how much like you this character is, and that you feel like you are sharing your entire life story with them. You know that. And so that makes it really, really difficult. And when you're creating that character on stage, it's difficult to not want to hiding parts of it and really openly looking at it. And for a writer, it's even harder because you are completely creating this character from scratch. You're not taking a script that you've been given. And so when you are creating a character that is like yourself, it's very important to remember not to take and go to those extremes that I mentioned earlier in the month. Don't make your character too amazing, and don't make them too down on themselves. Make them a well-rounded character. They're just like any other character, it's just they're like you. And I know it's really, really hard to want to make them a very well-balanced character and address faults you have as well as good things about yourself. And it is one of the weirdest feelings. And also to be completely honest with your reading audience. Your audience doesn't know how much like you this character you're creating is, but you do, just like with acting. So, if you're going to create a character like yourself, it is going to be one of the most challenging experiences you'll ever have, but it'll also be one of the best. In August Camp NaNoWriMo, this past year, I worked on a novel called Proving Webster Wrong, and one of the main characters was Chloe. I mentioned in some of my Camp NaNoWriMo videos that Chloe is a lot like me, but she's more like me than I think I would ever want to let on to readers or just anyone in general. And writing her character was definitely a hard experience because there was a lot of having to step away and not lying to myself and being completely honest. And there were a lot of times where she drove me absolutely insane, having to look at this and just being okay with everything. So, here's my advice if you want to create a character that is like you. Make them well-rounded. Look at them as any other character and enjoy the experience because it will open up a whole new world for you. And it definitely brings more meaning to writing teaching you about yourself. So don't be afraid to create characters like you. If you treat them like any other character and put work into it and you are honest, then it will work out well. But you have to be honest. And that is probably the biggest key to creating any character in general, but especially characters like you. And that's all from me this week. Again, sorry about the late video. Hopefully I will get back on track with this coming week's video. Don't forget to check out Joe's video tomorrow. It'll be exciting to see what she's going to talk about. Bye everyone, and don't forget, practice makes pros.